Ordering groceries online is starting to become a bit of a problem. Let's discuss. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Coffee Rant with Dano. Today, we are drinking Dunkin' coffee. Got a sale on it the other day. Picked up some. Forgot how good Dunkin' was. It's been a while since I've had it. If you have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee together, it's going to be a nice, light rant. I feel like this subject can really go either direction because as to where ordering groceries online can be a hassle sometimes, it can be the saving factor for a lot of people, especially if you don't drive, if if you're handicapped, or something where it's just hard for you to get to the store. Online ordering has been a blessing. And for everybody, for a lot of people who work at home now, and you want to do your shopping, you want to do Amazon or Walmart or Kroger, makes it a very easy option. It makes it to where you can save gas as well. As a matter of fact, Kroger's Boost program offers you fuel points when you use the Boost program. So you're getting gas points while you're sitting at home while they're bringing your groceries to you. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this tonight, and again, if you have to hit pause to get your coffee together, I welcome that. Let's have coffee together. So we've been getting a lot of comments lately on bad products coming in. And it's been Walmart, Kroger, even Amazon Fresh. And it's been, I'm not going to, pick each one that people have said, but it's been a big issue for a long time. I've never talked about any of this on the channel, but recently we've been getting more and more comments. Now, that could be because our channel is growing. We're up to 36,000 subscribers now. Thank you all for being part of the adventure. But recently we've been getting comments of things like moldy bread, expired products, expired milk. Somebody left a comment the other day on expired milk, and I'm like, what? I'm like, that's crazy. And honestly, when I read that comment, and thank you to everyone who's been posting these, because yeah, this has to be taken care of. Like, these stores need to know this. They need to know that whatever warehouse they're packing stuff in, things need to get done to where people are getting the right products. We're going to go into a couple things here later on of why I really quit shopping online. Now, we still shop through Amazon. Jessica shops through Amazon. But for groceries, we stopped. Who's tired of getting dented cans? I was. I've got sick of it. I pay good money because you're usually paying a little bit extra wherever you shop online. They may say free delivery or something, but in Sam's Club's been known for this too. They actually charge a little bit more for some of the different products that you're ordering from there, even if you get the free shipping. Some of the products will cost a little bit more that you order online, I guess, to make up for that. And there's even companies out here now that are saying they're going to stop with certain things. Like, I know Amazon even has slowly started taking away a lot of different, and this isn't even food, but a lot of products that you're going to be paying. They already have the tax thing. Remember when Amazon you paid for the Prime, you got the free tax, or you didn't have to pay that, and then you still get the free shipping on most items, but some items you do have to pay for on Amazon. But anyway, we're talking about food here. Some of the issues have been just a variety of things. I know one of the big ones here that seems to aggravate most of our viewers on the channel here has been replacement products. So if you look at a lot of different things on like Walmart and Kroger, they'll have a little section where you can put a substitution. You can click off of substitution and make it to where if they don't have that product, they just take it off your bill. Right, and I was doing that, and one time they still sent the product and charged me out. I got my money back, but it was just a headache of having to do that. Now, the reason why I am able to do this and I don't worry about the online grocery shopping anymore, because I'm in and out of the stores every day, but I understand that everybody can't do that. Everybody doesn't do that. If you got to look at gas too. Gas prices are going up. Although ours came down a dime the other day. It was $3.69. Now it's $3.59. So it's still not good, but Anyway, let's take a pause here real quick. Now, one of the things that I know bugs a lot of people is shipments. We've heard that a lot of these places promise orders in like 24 hours, 2 days. There's been people that have commented that sometimes it'll take 3 or 4 days. With things kind of lingering with shortages and stuff like that, how many of you out here, let me know down in the comments, have ordered products? And I'm not talking about just one time. I'm talking about how many times have you ordered products where it says currently unavailable, or we're working to restock this, or, we get hundreds of comments on this. And it's like, this is coming from your warehouses. We're seeing shortages and of all kinds all around the country and around the world. And what I'm curious about is, are these going to the stores? Because some of this stuff I'm finding in the stores, but you're not able to order it online. So from the warehouse of where they're sending their products online, are they not getting them in there, or are they straight shipping them to Walmarts and Kroger's and Meijer and all these other places? Now, you better believe they have records of all of this stuff and things that traditionally sell better in the stores than they do online. That is probably what this is. Over the last couple weeks, I've gotten a lot of comments on products that Walmart sells, products that we saw in videos that people were pointing out, hey, I wasn't able to order that online, or is this still around? How is this in this city? And people were commenting saying that no, it's not online either where they were, but it's in the store. Excuse me. But this is something that's been a issue for a long time, because I know and take this for what you will, but back during the lockdowns and all that stuff of the pandemic, we were ordering some stuff on Amazon Fresh. I feel like our order was never correct. I don't think it was ever right. We always had like 3 or 4 things that were missing. Prices were wrong. And again, this was during the lockdown and all of that stuff. So I kind of took that as, well, there's a bunch of issues going on. They'll fix it. And they probably have. And I have my own feelings about Amazon and some of their stores like Whole Foods and stuff like that. Whole Foods, I know we got some comments the other day. Some people were wanting me to go back and check Whole Foods. Yeah, I will at some point. Prices there are outrageous. They really are. I agree. They have good produce. They have good quality products. They may pay a little bit extra to get the first batch of crops that come in. I've heard that with Whole Foods and stuff. Kind of like Publix. That's why Publix produce is so expensive. They pay a little bit more to get the better produce. Meijer used to, and I'm assuming that they still do, but Meijer produce hasn't looked all that great lately. I will say their apples looked really good, but apples have been looking great everywhere lately because it's apple season. So what I wanted to basically talk about with this is that we need to pay attention to these things that are going on through online shopping. Okay, we want to make sure, because I've been getting comments on people canceling their memberships, switching over to different places, and having the same exact problems. And I'm fortunate enough to where I don't have to order online. We don't have to order online. I'm in and out of the stores all the time. This ties into something that I also always talk about here on the channel, is to buy up the sales as you see them. That's harder to do when you're not seeing the same online sales at Kroger or Walmart or some of these other places that I'm pointing out in the stores, because they're charging different prices for them. I don't agree with that. I think that they should charge the exact same price, because you're even paying a little bit more, right? You're paying a little bit more, whether it's added, somehow it'll be added into the delivery or something. There's going to be something that's added in. Kroger has done a very good job on a lot of these things. And I will say that most of these problems have not been comments on Kroger. It's been other stores, which I'm not going to go into, but you probably know which ones. I'll say the dented cans, and you guys all know where I'm talking about. But we've had issues with Sam's Club lately. Not us, but you guys. So, just pointing these things out, so so that you don't feel you're alone in what's going on here, that you're getting overcharged. I know a lot of people, convenience is big in this world. Convenience has become like the new normal. If it's convenient, Sometimes you don't worry about paying that extra dollar for the product. You didn't have to go to the store and get it. But the more and more this doesn't get talked about or anything, the more and more they're just going to get away with it. Sending someone an expired thing of milk, I understand it happens. Sending somebody a case of dented cans is another story. They'll send you that free milk. They'll probably send you 2 of them. They'll probably give you the money back for it too. They don't want to lose your business. It's better for them for you to order online than it is for you to shop in the store. They are making more money that way. Doesn't that sound crazy? And if you don't believe me, look it up. I mean, it's all over. Stores are making a fortune off of online orders. It cuts a lot of middleman. It cuts a lot of different things. Some of Kroger's record profits were from Florida. Kroger isn't even in Florida, right? I mean, in a way, I think that's awesome that people in Florida and all over the country, that for that matter, can order Kroger products. Kroger has guaranteed this, having warehouses everywhere, being able to have the little trucks. We saw one of the little Kroger, refrigerator Kroger trucks in Florida, deep in Florida, like Central Florida. I was like, well, that's pretty cool. I actually took a picture of it. I was like, that's awesome. Me and Jess were passing on the highway. I was like, hey, get a photo of that. But I thought that was really cool. And, you know, I know somebody left on the channel the other day. It's like, oh, you say you love Kroger, but here you sound like you hate Kroger. No, I love Kroger. I have a love-hate relationship with Kroger. Okay, the reason for that is because I hate that we're paying these huge high prices. However, as I always say, and to our new viewers, this is what I always say. Kroger is the most expensive store to shop at here in the Midwest where you can save the most money. I know I sound like a broken record for that, but that is really what it is. They have the best sales. They have the best sales. I don't pay a certain amount for products. I have my limits on what I will spend. If it comes down to it where I don't care what it is. So steak, I'm not paying $15.99 a pound at Kroger. Now I will at our mom and pop place down the street to try and keep them in business. And it looks like these little businesses are falling apart. I've been getting a lot of emails and comments. Someone sent me an email. I'll tell you what, it's a heartbreaking picture. You know, this family market's been around for 80 years, I think it was, 78 years, and just closed down. You know, they can't keep afloat. They can't keep afloat because everything, the competition, even at the highest price of competition in the stores, is not, the little man cannot compete. Cannot compete. And this is why we do this. Everybody, I encourage everybody, if you can afford it, right? I mean, if you can't, then you're probably not out buying steak anyway. Like I said, you know, and we've been eating a lot less of these things because of that. Because yes, these high prices take its toll on everyone. Whether you consider yourself poor, middle class, rich, it doesn't matter. We have movie stars coming out saying how much money they're paying on food. That's got to tell you something, right? I mean, when movie stars and actors and people who are crazy rich are coming out and saying that food prices are ridiculous, we need to listen. We need to listen. Not because, you know, I mean, whatever. We've heard a couple different things on TV and stuff like that. And I kind of think it's comical. You know, they have money to be able to afford anything they want. But again, it's not funny because that shows you how bad it really is and how bad it's getting. We're not seeing prices come down. You know, somebody told me the other day, somebody sent a message in one of our older videos and they say, oh, I'm so doom and gloom and I'm so this and that. You know, if that's what it is, if that's what you call it, I got your attention, right? Because that's really what it is. You can call it whatever you want. If I got your attention and you're going to the store and you're being a little bit smarter about buying things and saving things, and again, buy, you know, no judgment here on anything. Buy whatever you want. If you got the money, do whatever you want. No judgment here. But this is how we shop. This is how we do things. And that is what we try to show. We try to show ways that we can save money on an everyday basis for people who aren't rich, people who have been there too. I've been dirt poor. I have. You know, like I've said on many times on the channel, in my early 20s, there were times I didn't eat. I didn't eat. I would have like, I mean, I know say what you want about ramen noodles, but I lived off ramen noodles for a couple of years. I'd always add stuff into it, chicken, meat, stuff like that. Somebody asked me to do a video on that. I might do a video on that. Sometimes you kind of miss those old nostalgia meals. I would literally like cook chicken in the ramen noodles and kind of let it congeal together, and then I would reheat it. Actually gives it more flavor because you're kind of marinating it in a way, but as you cook it, because I was usually on the go a lot, so I didn't leave anything in the fridge. Just wanted to bring this up on the online ordering. Been getting a lot of comments on this lately. It is an issue. It's been an issue for years now, but and like I said, because our YouTube family is growing here, we're going to get more and more comments on these things. But I wanted to discuss this just for everyone recently who has been having issues. You're not alone. You're not alone. This is an issue, and it's a hassle. It's a hassle to return things. Now, we have gotten stories, we get comments on these, and then others will talk about it too, how they've been able to get their money back, and then I don't want to say this happens for everybody, but usually the story ends with, I didn't even have to return it because it's perishable or something like that, and they'll just send you a new one. Now, don't quote me on that, because that could happen. It might not happen. They may want you to return it. If that's the case, I'll tell you what, if somebody wanted me to return a bag of apples because half of them are bad and moldy and nasty, or potatoes, somebody left a comment on potatoes the other day. They ordered a sack of potatoes and every one of them was black and moldy. Come on, that's absolutely ridiculous. So, and you had said that they had sent you a new one and then you just pitched them, but of course, like they're not gonna expect you to send that back. And if they did, I would be like, well, cancel my subscription or whatever it is. I want my money back for that or whatever. I'll be honest with you. I think that's why Kroger's is so cheap. I think that's why they're it's $59 a year for the Boost program. $100 a year if you want it in 24 hours. Now you could say, well, that's kind of expensive. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's really not, because over the course of a year, you're going to save way more than that in gas, time, everything else. But if everything you order, 2 or 3 items are incorrect, that could be more of a headache than it's worth. So, and that's another reason why we don't do. We are around a lot of stores too. We don't have to pay the extra to order online. It's like, like I said, I'm in and out of the stores every day. So that's how I like to shop, because it's like every day I know what sales are going on all the time. So it's like, and that makes it easy for us to be able to buy up the sales all the time as we see them. Because I'll know that if I can't find the cheap product that I'm looking for at Walmart, Kroger has it on sale for 50 cents off a piece. So we'll buy 10 of them. It's just an example, but excuse me. Oh boy. That is good coffee. Been a while since I've had Dunkin'. That's really good. I used to drink Dunkin' a while back, and I just stopped for a while. You get sick of one. I like to try many different coffees, but I even bought up some of the Kroger coffee the other day. The $3.99 ones. The $3.99 packs. I got the donut shop of that, and then I got the Colombian. I've really liked the Great Value Colombian, so now I'm going to be trying the Kroger Colombian, and it's been a while since I've had that one too. I don't know if it's as good as Great Value, but we will be trying that in one of these rants. So let me know down in the comments, have you been part of this? Have you gotten a lot of different products that you've had to return, or maybe if they just sent you the products? Because see, that's where we start to get into something like with canned goods and other things. That costs them a lot of money to ship. Canned goods is expensive. And it may, some companies it may not. Like if Kroger's is shipping it themselves, well, they're just paying for the labor, I guess, which they got to pay for anyway. So I don't really know. But if you had issues with this before, let us know down in the comments. Seems like it is becoming growing more and more as we go along here. Let's get this information out here so that they know, so that maybe they're paying a little bit more attention, because they don't want to lose their online business. They're not going to, but at the same time, just letting y'all know that you're not alone. Everybody has faced this. It has stopped me from wanting to shop online at all. So, but again, I can do that because I drive and this is what I do for a living. So, just spread the message here to let everybody know you're not alone. I know there were a lot of angry people, angry comments on this, and I feel your frustration. I mean, I felt that way with the Amazon Fresh thing. I did keep in my mind that this was during the lockdown and all this stuff, but still, I haven't done Amazon Fresh since. So anyway, I hope this video helps. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think, and let me know some of your favorite places to shop online for. Is it Walmart, Kroger, some other stores that I don't know about, somewhere outside the Midwest? Let us know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.